Hey Sherry,
Hey, Kim.
I have got a bone to pick. I guess a vent or a rant. I don't know.
Okay.
Um, so right now we're talking about like just parent, and we don't need all of this social media to tell us how to parent.
Right. Right.
But like you were just talking about AI telling us that um, humans don't have an innate ability or instinct to parent.
Yes,
Nuts.
I
We're
know.
human beings. That
Okay.
okay. So I was just telling you a story about my daughter. My daughter thinks that, she doesn't want to be a parent. That's just not in her wheelhouse. She's not fine, great. But she says that she doesn't have like this parenting gene or this parenting instinct. But in reality, I've seen her with her nephews and she's a natural with them. She does have a human instinct to nurture and take care of and talk to
Right.
a
And
child.
like in every other aspect, precision and clarity in communication are the key. Because
Mm-hmm.
she's not talking about, oh, I don't have an instinct to parent. That's a load of baloney. She
Right,
doesn't have a desire to be a parent. There's a huge difference.
right.
Instinct is that like non-conscious knowing what to do.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And here's the thing, because I looked it up, and AI was like, well, it's the idea that there is motherly instinct is a myth. It's more a combination of oxytocin and this and blah, 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 and learned responses as a parent. And I was like, this is a load of hooey. Okay. If it is an instinct, if a baby, a newborn has an instinct, a natural knowing of how to root around and find the nipple so that they can suckle milk,
Uh-huh.
or they have the instinct to cry when they need something. Why did I outgrow that as an adult and now I can't have any instinct because what? My prefrontal cortex like says that, okay, because you can logic, now you don't have any instinct. What a bunch of
Right,
twaddle. Pardon my French.
right. Well, and then, but think about the animal world. I love to use as like, because we're mammals. How is it that a wolf or a dog has the instinct to mother and nurture and take care of, but humans don't?
Right. Okay, so along those lines, and maybe this plays into why AI would be like, again, and why we're even having these conversations. I was watching a clip about a woman who said that we are not animals. We are mammals, not animals, and we have because we don't have four legs. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, so as an educator, what do you do with that?
I fight the instinct to punch somebody in the nose.
Well said.
Well, as an educator, I have heard so much tripe like that in my life and my career, I guess. And I just sometimes you have to sit back and go, mm-hmm. Oh, sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Because we're not allowed to put our 2 cents in. If it goes against what certain aspects of the population believe or the teacher unions, and yeah, I'm going to go off on teacher unions, whatever the unions have decided we all have to believe and buy into, I have to go, "Mm, and I just can't. I am not that person that can bite my tongue. I have to tell you. So, I'm the big bad bear in the room because I'm going to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth as well, and the lack of logic. Okay, so now you're saying that we don't have any instinct, but you're not even using logic. Okay, so I want to like roll this back into
Common
what
sense, not so
common
common
sense,
these
not so
days.
common, but I also want to roll it back into like the whole idea of why we're doing what we're doing. And
Mm-hmm.
part of that is the idea that you have enough maternal instinct that you're looking for more information. You have enough maternal instinct to be like, "Hey, I want some advice." The
Mm-hmm.
that old philosophy that it takes a village, which unfortunately got politicized. It's a few decades ago, and I don't know
Yeah.
if it's rebounded. But the idea is that the you're not supposed to be isolated in this. your babies, your children are not supposed to be isolated in this. We are a community, and as a community, we have certain things that we need to do. And
Hmm.
instinctually, we know this.
Hmm.
Instinctually, we know there is a reason why, if you take a look at the moral base of all major religions, they are almost identical.
Hmm.
The bottom line can be boiled down to a simple thing as, if you don't want it, don't do it. And I
Yeah.
don't mean like, oh, I don't want to do this. I mean, if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to anybody else.
Hmm. There's our golden rule again.
Yes. And
Yeah.
whether you're
And
familiar,
yeah. And I just, if people would just go back to common sense and stop worrying about, oh, how my neighbors or how my friends are going to view me if I don't do this type of parenting or what social media tells me to do, if we could just get back to common sense, you're smart people. You know how
yeah,
to, you know what parenting should entail. You know when you need to be soft and loving and kind and supportive, and when you need to be honest and push back on something and say, no, that doesn't make sense. I can't do it. It's like that, the whole let them cry it out. No, don't let them cry it out. You know best when
yes,
maybe this time they cry it out. Maybe next time they don't, they need you.
right.
So the whole, you know,
The
you are the
instinct
best judge of what to do.
that we are mammals. Mammals are animals. We have instincts, whether we want to follow them or not.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the whole idea that, like, oh well, the social media. Oh, so many things, so little
Well,
time.
there's so many things out there that are trying to break up the nuclear family right now, and I'm afraid this is one of them. Even AI, AI is telling us we don't have a nurture instinct. That's like, isn't that one of the most basic human instincts is to care for others?
That
And
I
AI
mean,
is telling us we don't have it?
yes, exactly. That the whole idea that like it's all broken down into neurotransmitters and the learning process as we adjust to a baby's needs. Well,
Mhm.
okay, but how did I get pregnant in the first place? That was driven by
Instincts.
instincts. How did how did I survive my own infancy through my instincts, through my parents' instincts?
Hmm.
We have instincts.
Right, right.
Um, and it goes back to, sorry, Ralphie is going to let us know there's his instincts have
His
kicked in.
instincts have just kicked in.
So, um, I forgot where I was going with that.
Well, I'm sorry that Grok is binary and he's like either a one or a zero or however that all works out. But just because you are doesn't human beings are complicated. We have and yeah, we do rely on past experience and well, in my experience, talking to people like you have turned into a an activity and futility. So I avoid that kind of conversation anymore. I'll go talk to like people that I've had positive experiences
Well,
with.
and
And
you're
that's not to say I can't learn from the bad experiences. I'll do a lot of learning from that. My instincts tell me this is not going to be a good situation.
right, and your instincts are spot on, and we can talk about delusions and how delusions work maybe next time,
Mm-hmm.
because we're pretty much out of time for today. But the bottom line with all of this is like even AI saying, "Oh, I don't have any instincts." I can fight back. I can be like, I can disagree. I like no, I
Mm-hmm.
disagree. I have instincts. We all have
Right.
instincts because that's kind of the way mammals were built.
Mm-hmm.
And wait, like let's go another step further. Like the the lizard brain, reptiles, all of
Right.
they may not have the same nurturing instinct, but they certainly have instincts.
They know
So
that they have to bury their eggs in a certain area. They know
right,
they have to cover
right,
those. They know they have to watch. They know.
right. The idea, and this is something that again, like I want to pick this back up again, maybe in our next one,
Mhm.
because I know you recently had a comment where somebody said that grandparents didn't have training.
that just broke my heart to hear somebody who supposedly is a child professional who is saying that grandparents shouldn't be caregivers for your children because they haven't had experience with toddlers in a while. I, do you see the logic in that? That drives me crazy. It's like, because
No,
I didn't have formal child behavior. So Sherry, you're the only one who should have children because you're the only one equipped.
and
You know,
if you ask my
how dumb
children,
that
then that was
sounds.
yeah, no, exactly. But the whole idea behind that is that somebody said something that was incorrect. They were able to sell it. It sounded good. People bought it. People believed it. People bought into it. And now, like, it change is difficult. The idea of admitting that I'm wrong is difficult.
Mhm,
And so the whole idea that, like somebody might be able to teach me something, even as an
mhm.
adult, we get people who have a lot of blowback with that. And
Yeah,
so that's another piece of this. Like you said, we're very complex
yeah.
animals, and
Mhm.
unfortunately pride is something that we have to factor into.
Well, and I
And
think that this all goes back to why we actually started this, why we're doing research about parenting styles, because so many parents do have so much anxiety because that's their, like you said, that's their instinct. They're looking for help because they know they don't have all the answers yet. But that's why we want to put empirical data
right,
behind what other people are saying. Like,
right.
and
And there some of these people, like with the high anxiety, some of these people, it is such high anxiety because their parental instincts have kicked into overdrive, and they really, really, that nurturing component is very, very strong for them. And so they
mhm,
do care about the well-being spiritually,
exactly.
emotionally, physically, as they should.
Mhm.
And so I know you are on board with this whole idea of like, just parent,
Just
trust
parent.
yourself,
Go
just
take our
parent.
survey.
Take our survey.
You doing our survey can help Sherry, can help me. We can
Help
all work
you.
together. We can all work together and figure it out and help each other and be that community that helps each other without all of the stigma that comes with it.
Right. But in the meantime, just parent.
Just parent.